Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so one of the only ways to determine if these are the same is to solve for y.
To solve for y. All right. So,
So for each of these, you need to solve for y.
all right. So then you'd have a. I guess I'll start with the second one. Would be
Yeah,
like.
the second one's a little bit easier to work with. You got to distribute in first. Oops, we don't like red. Let's go back to black on this. You can distribute this -2 to both.
Mhm. So you'd have a y plus 3 equals minus 2x plus 8.
Yes.
And then um you have to get the 2x and the y in the same spot. So you'd have to bring over negative 2x, which becomes positive. So 2x plus y, subtract 3 from both, then it's 8 minus 3. Then it's
Yes.
just 2x plus y equals 5.
Right. And what you're hoping for is that this on the left, you're hoping for this on the left to be exactly like that. Okay. Is that like that you understand the game here?
Yeah, so then
But now one of the things though is you went to standard form, which is fine. It's more work to do that. Like if you had just taken this line right here, and you said, okay, I'm gonna go y equals minus 2x plus 5. That would be good as well.
oh,
The
okay.
reason standard form is good here is because this is kind of in standard form, kind of. The reason I say kind of is because it's not reduced.
Yeah.
So that's why I find it's always better to kind of always solve for y, because when you solve for y, it always becomes reduced. But it's up to you. You get a choice here. This, you know. So, what are each of these numbers divisible by?
They're both divisible by 3.
All three of them have to be divisible by 3. So you divide by 3. You divide by 3. 2x
Plus
plus
y
y equals 5, and these are the same.
All right.
Okay, so I can certainly supply some similar problems to this if you would like.
Yeah,
Let
sure.
me know if you think you want that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
The only part I was confused about was like the like I think I got that part down really well, but the
Okay.
part I don't
What?
really get is like when it's like check by making a sketch during or check by making a sketch using intercepts. It has the x and the y, and then you like sketch it all out
I
eventually.
see. I see. So we can talk about this first one about how to graph it using the intercept approach. So let's just say you were asked to graph 6x plus 3y equals 15, and you were asked to graph this. Okay, so there's two things you do. The first is you set x equal to 0. When you set x equal to 0, what this means is you basically cover up the x term. So in short, when you do this, let me copy this over here. You get rid of that. Okay, and then you solve for y. So how do you solve for y when it's 3y
You just
equals?
get rid of x.
Say that one more time.
So in order to get y, you just get rid of x.
Yes, because when x is 0, 0 times anything, 6 times 0 is 0.
All right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
So then would you divide that?
You divide by 3. So y equals 5. So when x is 0, y is 5. 0, 5. That's one of your ordered pairs.
All right.
So one of your ordered pairs is 0, 5. 0, 5 is like up here.
0.
Then you set y equal to 0.
So then would you get rid of the y?
You cover up the y term. Yeah, so you have 6x plus 3y equals 15. You pretend like that's not there. Okay, and then you divide by 6. Now this one doesn't work out as nice. This becomes 5 over 2, which is 2.5.
2.5.
But when y is 0, x is 2.5. The ordered pairs always go x comma y. So this is 2.5 comma 0.
All right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Now,
Okay,
seeing
so
it.
2.5 comma 0 is like right here, and then you just connect the two.
And then, yeah, so then I guess.
So one of the limitations here of like what um, one of the limitations of this is that like what I can't do here is let me come up with a new one here for you. Let's say it's 3x plus 2y equals 6. Okay, and we want to graph this here. One of the limitations of like when I say to set x equals 0, you can't see this, but I literally cover up this term here, and you say, oh, it's 2y equals 6. So what that and like that's one of the limitations here. Like on my screen, I'm covering up 3x, and then you say, oh, well, that means y is 3 because 2y equals 6. Divide both sides by 2, y equals 3.
Y equals 3. Okay. So would you always use the y and then the number it like
Well, then you set y equal to 0, and you can't see it, but I'm covering up this 2y now. So it's 3x equals 6. 3x equals 6. So you divide x by 3x by 3, and you get 2.
okay.
Are you following that?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay, so that gives you two
Would
ordered
the
pairs.
set, like there's like the two sets, so would it be like x1 and y1 and x2 and y2? Or
Yes, yeah, but they're just ordered pairs. You graph them and then you connect them with a line.
all right.
Okay, so let's try another one here. Okay, so let's say I tell you it's minus 4x plus 5y equals 20. I want you to give me the two ordered pairs. One is when x is 0, and the other is when y is 0. And I just want the other two numbers that go here.
Okay, 0, 4, and -5, 0.
Wow, you got that fast. Okay, so again, that's great. So now these 2 points, okay, 0, 4 is here, -5, 0 is here, and then you connect them.
Okay, I guess that's
And that's the speed. The speed of this is, oh yeah, like it's really, really fast because you've got it right here. So we did this as an aside here. The aside was, okay, here's two equations, and you have to make one look like the other or make them both into the same form. So do you want us to do any more like this?
Yeah, I'd like to do a problem where it's just like this, the paper I sent you
Okay.
today, just like a redo, like just different numbers, same thing.
All right, let me see. Let me come up with one here. I got to this takes a little bit of effort. All right. Okay, so let me come up with one of these. All right, so it's going to be 2x minus y equals -1. And then the next one is all right, so the next one here is y minus 3 equals 2, x plus 1.
All right.
Okay, so give that a try, please.
All right. Would it be 2x minus y minus 5? Or
Well,
equal?
are you putting them both in standard form?
I did
Like
the first one in standard. I mean, the
this,
second one.
okay, so what did you get for standard form over here?
I got minus 2x plus y equals 2 plus 3, minus 2x plus y equals 5, and then 2x minus y equals -5.
Okay, so let me just work it out here because that was a lot of steps there. It's 2x plus 2. Okay, and then you subtracted the
Oh,
2x.
shoot.
You have to
I wrote
distribute to both.
3 instead of 2. Wait. I don't know what I'm saying.
So you
But
you always
yeah, if you're writing it
multiply.
out, I think I had the right thing actually.
Okay,
Yeah, I had the right thing. I brought the x over and then the -3 over. Like I switched them.
yeah, it's gonna be negative 2x plus y. You're gonna add 3 to both sides, so you get
Mhm.
5 here.
And
But
then I tried to get rid of the negative symbol in front of the.
yes, you multiply -1, so 2x minus y equals -5.
All right, that's what I got. So then I guess they're not.
These
Oh
are
wait.
not the same
Okay.
because
All right,
they have
yeah.
to be exactly the same, not just one side or the other. So let's try another one here. Let's go with this one. So go ahead and start working on this one on the right, because that's generally how you you do this.
Uh-huh.
3x minus 4.
Three x plus y equals 10.
Okay, so let's say I come over here and I tell you that it's 12x plus 4y equals 40. You said this is 3x plus y equals 10. Are these the same? They sure don't look the same.
You can multiply the other one by 4 though and make them the same.
That's right. Or you can divide this by 4 and make them the
Would it
same.
be better if is it better to do multiplication or division?
Either one, as long as
Oh.
you see it. But again, like what I gave you on the left here is not in standard form, because it's not reduced. And sometimes that's forgotten by students because it meets all the criteria, but then it's not reduced.
Mhm. Okay. So if they're the same, then yeah, they're just the same. And then I guess if you were to like in the x-intercept and y-intercept.
So the interesting thing, I guess, or not, is when it's in standard form, it's very easy to do the intercepts. But if it's not, if it's in this like if it's in point slope form, you can't do it with intercepts.
Yeah.
So like there's like each form of a line gives you different stuff that's nice. And standard form gives you the intercepts. So what I'm trying to say is that when I give it to you in this point slope form over here,
Mhm.
you have to convert it to standard form to get the intercepts. You can't do it
Yeah,
in
you
that
can't
form.
do it like that.
If that's clear, we can do either more examples like this, or Or something else? Is there something else that maybe is unclear? Or something
let
from
me-
yesterday?
Here, I'll go grab my folder super quickly. I'll be right back. Okay.
So I mean, if you want, we can do whatever you want, but this is a question from yesterday that's very much related to what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And
Um,
the question is like, are these the same?
yeah, and then you like solve them, and if they're yeah, we can do a little bit of that. Maybe I'd want to practice like the one we just did one more time, and then I'll
Yeah, so this one is like taking something like
Excuse me.
this, and you have a choice. You can either put it in standard form. Okay, which is probably the best because this one over here is
It's just the
already in,
most efficient for the future.
yeah. And then this one's close to being in standard form.
Yeah, that is standard form.
Which one?
The first one.
Yeah, this one's already in standard form and it's good. It's not reduced.
The next one, all you'd have to do is just move over. Or well, the third one, all you have to do is just bring the x over. So then
Right. Okay. So it really comes down to this middle one. Is this middle one the way
then it
we
would just
want?
be y minus 9 equals x minus 6. Bring over x, negative x plus y equals negative 6 plus 9. Then it would be equals 3.
But this is not in standard form. I know it doesn't match them, but you have to multiply by -1. So it's x
Yeah.
minus y equals
Negative 3.
-3.
And then they're not all the same because that one in the middle is different.
That's right.
Yeah, that makes that makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
And then
Do you want to do another set of these? Because it's
yeah, I'll do
very
another.
much the same. All right, I like this one. Kind of the same deal here. Standard form. You know, if I were teaching this, I would make you solve for y because there's more to do.
Mhm.
Standard form is kind of a easier version than solving for y, but you know, it's okay to just put it in standard form here.
Yeah. So I guess the first one would be negative 3x plus y equals 18. You can't have it as negative, so then you multiply it by -1. 3x minus y equals negative 18.
Very good.
And that's going to probably be the one like for all three to match up with.
Yeah.
And,
So like, notice this one's a little bit weird. It's got a y at the end. Let's just assume that's not there because I don't think it was. I think that's a typo.
oh, okay, yeah, because when we were actually doing that in class, everyone was kind of like, "How do you do that?"
I mean, it's different, but let's just assume it's correct like that.
If it was there, would
Let
I
me do it.
have?
Let me do an example after this of what you would do because this one
Okay,
doesn't really work
so
out
then,
nicely.
yeah, that one's already figured out. Just 3x minus y equals negative 18. Thing the middle one, y plus 10 equals 3x plus 36. Negative 3x plus y equals 36 minus 10. And then you have to make the -3 a positive, so everything has to get multiplied by -1.
Yeah. So this one doesn't even look. This one, they're all. I mean, they're all kind of different.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they're not all the same.
Yeah. So let's answer your question here, but let's do it slightly different. Let's say it's 3x minus y equals minus 5y. I'm sorry, that's not right. Let's do, let's just make it positive 5y for now. Okay. So standard form means that, sorry, I can't get this over. It means you get x and y on one side. So you're going to subtract 5y from both sides. So this becomes 3x minus 6y equals 0.
3x minus 6y equals 0.
Now the thing that maybe is uncomfortable is you're used to having a number here, but 0 is a number.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it's reasonable. Okay.
Sure. So that is technically a correct answer.
Yes, but it's not reduced. So you have to divide both sides by
Oh,
3.
by 3x minus 2y equals 0.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
That's
We got some time left here. What would you like to work on next?
I guess the here, let me look at my papers
Sure.
from last week. Man, I don't know. I feel like I've got everything pretty well done in my head. I guess
Well, we
maybe-
talked a little bit last night. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, maybe just something like the first problem we did today. One more
Okay.
practice. 'Cause it seems
Yeah.
like that's what the test tomorrow will seem like it'll be.
Okay, let's do a few more of these intercept problems. So let's say it's 3x minus 4y equals negative 12. I want you to give me the two intercepts here.
Okay. It would be here, wait, I need to double check this. 0 and positive 3.
Okay.
And negative 4 and 0.
Very good. Now, does this line go up and to the right or down and to the right?
It goes down and to the right.
How do you know? Did you graph it?
No, I did it mentally. So I know it has to go to the right 3 because the first one's x, the second one's y.
So here are the 2 points when I graph them.
Wait, why would y be? Oh, I solved y first.
This is x. This is y.
That is y.
This is x.
That
This
is
is
x,
y.
that is y.
Let's try another one here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this to you in the wrong form. 2x equals 12 minus 6y. Okay,
All
and I
right.
want you to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Okay, which is essentially another way of saying 0 comma blank, blank comma 0. But you need to put this in standard form first.
Okay, so 2x plus 6y equals 12.
Right, so it didn't make it too difficult. Is this in standard form though? Is this reduced?
No, you need to divide it all by 2, which leaves it with x plus 3y equals 4.
Very good.
So then I guess you'd have for the x-intercept, it would be.
I'm sorry, I wrote the wrong number. This is
Yeah.
6. Sorry. It's a 6.
So x would be 6 and 0. I mean 0, 6.
When x is 0, y, it's 3y equals 6.
Oh, so that's the y.
Yes.
So 2.
Okay, and when y is 0, you cover up this term right here.
Then
Goes away, x equals.
Just 6.
Yes.
6.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try another one. Let's go, there we go. Let's go with that.
All right.
It's the same thing, x-intercept and y-intercept. The x-intercept was an x is 0, the y-intercept is 1. I'm sorry. I'm doing these backwards. Let's not even do it that way. So one of them is when x is 0 and one is when y is 0.
Okay. So it'd be 8x minus 4y equals negative 16. 8x minus 4y equals negative 16. And then can reduce it by 4.
Mhm.
2x minus y equals minus 4.
Good.
Then you get for the second one, just negative 4, 0.
Okay, so let's go through this again. When x is 0, this is what you have. Negative y equals negative 4.
Oh, because you cover y up.
No, you
You
cover
mean-
x up, because when you
Okay.
multiply
So
by
yeah,
x, you multiply by 0, it
0,
goes away.
negative 4. And then the other one is 2 and 0.
Well, what is y in this one? What do you get for y here?
You have positive 4, 2
That's
negatives.
right. And then that's negative 2. Because when y is 0, it becomes 2x equals negative 4.
Mhm. And then you can reduce x.
You divide by 2.
Yeah, so then it would be
Okay.
negative.
Yeah, so let me try and show you this again, because I guess I'm not doing a good job of explaining this, and I really want you to get this. So 2x minus 5y equals 10. So when you set x equals 0, here's what it becomes. Negative 5y equals 10. Okay, because 2 times 0, this goes away. That's why you cover it up.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, when y is 0, you get 2x equals 10 because you cover up the y term.
Yeah.
Okay, so you divide by negative 5, y is negative 2. You divide by 2, and x is 5. So these go together, right? It's x comma y. So when x is 0, y is negative 2. When y is 0, x is 5, but you always put x first. So it's 5 comma 0.
Yeah. So then, okay, it's just yeah. Trying to think of like my own wording for it.
Yes, I mean, let's do another one here. 2x minus 7y equals 42.
All right. So for x, it would be negative. So negative 6 and 0, and then 0,
So y is negative 6, good.
and then
And then y is 0, it's 2x equals 42.
and then 21. So then 21 and 0.
Yes, you divide by 2, x equals 21. So you have 21 comma 0.
And then you just graph it as
Yes.
going 6 down, and then
Yeah, so
21.
like here's 0, negative 6. And then here's 21, 0. It's way out there. So it goes up and to the right.
Okay. This isn't like too difficult.
Any final questions? I'm trying to extend this session as much as I can. So
Yeah.
you want to look real quick and see if there's anything else we can cover in the time we have?
No, I don't think I have any other questions. I just have to look at this and just
Are you sure? Are you sure? Got a little time here.
So I mean, I guess like for the it's like you'd look at it as the second one for like the y. Y applies to like y would be first and then x. So it's like y and then x.
The ordered pairs always go x comma y.
Okay.
X
So
comma
why is
y.
it different on like the graph?
What's that?
Was it like kind of different on the graph? Like just the way you like figure it out?
Because
Why would
you
you go
always go
like
left. It's always left, right, comma, up, down. I mean, that's what X is. X is left or right, Y is up, down.
Okay. Or I just meant for like, why would I do minus 7y divided by 42 first instead of 2x and 42 first?
It doesn't matter as long as you
Oh,
pair
okay.
them up at the end, like you have to, you're just pairing these up. But the X always comes before the Y.
X always becomes before the y.
Okay,
All right.
here's what I think you're asking, and then you can tell me if I'm wrong. If I tell you X is 2 and Y is 3, the ordered pair is X comma Y, which is 2 comma 3. Do you agree with
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
But if I tell you Y is 3 and X is 2, the ordered pair is still X comma Y, which is first,
X.
which is 2 and Y is 3.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm
Okay,
asking.
so let's say I tell you X is 10 and Y is 8. What is the ordered pair here?
X, Y.
Give me the numbers.
Would I reduce them?
No,
Okay. 8. I mean 10, 8.
10, 8. Now, if I come over here and tell you that Y is 1 and X is -4, which comes first, X or Y?
1.
-4 or 1. Good.
Okay, I think I was just like, I had in my own mind, like there was like some rule that didn't exist. That was messing me up. About like the Y and the X being like switched for this.
X always comes before Y and the ordered pairs.
All right.
All right, so Zach, don't know what happened in terms of the booking, but always try to use the one that comes in most recently. The booking links are unique, so if
yeah,
you
I don't really know what happened. I was using that one and then it wasn't working, and then I had my
if you are in the room and you don't see me, like, and it's more than 5 minutes, call, text, whatever. I'm just waiting. I'm literally just here waiting. So we
Okay.
wouldn't miss the session. I just need to know that you need help getting in.
Yeah, I'll
Cool.
make sure to do that next time.
Thanks so much for scheduling. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.
All right, thank you, Matthew. See
You're
ya.
welcome. Bye now.